Hello, welcome to SBSB, the podcast, or C-Back Spot Bag, where we are just siblings and we're sitting around talking about random stuff, I guess, and catching up with each other. I am Mickey,
And I'm Landon.
and yeah, welcome in. So today Kash isn't gonna be here. She couldn't make it today, to the recording. But yeah, we're gonna. It's kind of funny.
It may be the other way around.
Yeah,
In hypothetics, it's probably the other way around. But
yeah. But anyways, yeah. So we didn't really know what to record and whatnot. So we were like, you know what? Even though it's overdone, even though we've done it plenty of times already, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna drop it one more time, and we're like. The safe bet is we're gonna go with a tier list.
we're doing a tier list.
Again, exciting, right? Yeah.
They're kind of like they're the easy gimmies, but they're also like
it's very interesting though.
It's the easiest thing to like. It's the easiest way to talk about things because like the goober brain is like, how do I talk about things I like? Well, what I'll do is I'll just list them at the ways I like them most to the ones I least like.
Right.
That's the easiest way to talk about
it's
things.
like, yeah, no, but it's also, you see each other's opinions, I guess, and then we kind of like
true.
little debate on it, I guess.
Then we can discuss.
Yeah, a little bit about it. So, I mean, so today the topic is, I guess, Marvel movies and TV shows, I guess.
The entire MCU, there you say, because we wanted to once again touch on it because we decided on a topic that Kash didn't really have an input in, so then we can exclusively talk about it. Because if Kash was here, it would have just been us talking, and Kash with zero input.
Yeah.
So we decided on another topic, and me and Mickey are very, very big into Marvel.
Right.
So we decided, hey, let's talk about the Marvel movies.
Yeah, the MCU.
So the entirety of the MCU, we have like a little tier list here up on our phones, and we're just gonna kind of go down the films and then tell which place we kind of want to put them on and discuss why we put it there. And do a little debating because I know we both have very, very different opinions. I know,
for sure. We've talked about this plenty of times.
I already have huge hot takes right now in my brain, so I know when we get there we will.
But like there's so many, so we're just gonna cut down to like the main ones. Is what I want to say. I don't want to do all of them.
I mean, we could do all of them. We can just tap on the ones we don't care too much about very lightly.
Whoa.
And just put our stance on them,
Okay, yeah, I guess. And there are going to be a lot of like shows and movies that I haven't seen. Because like I obviously I watched it a lot back then.
Yeah.
But I can't do it now because I have 2 jobs. So it's like
I got you.
I haven't caught up.
That's why I'm here. I got the audience covered for those as well.
Yeah, so, but okay, so coming in hot, I guess, at the very bottom, well, one of the very bottom ones, Morbius. Morbius has to be one of the most heinous.
I've never seen Morbius.
Absolute disgusting movie I've ever seen. I just hate it so much. Well, of course, because, Sony produced it and whatnot. And they just have a weird vibe to it. I just don't like it at all. And Jared Leto's weird. I'm sorry, but I can't get past him as a person, and I just can't. Like some performances from like previous movies that I've seen him in, I'm like, okay, like you are good, and you have a good voice, you can sing, but damn, you're weird, bro.
I think. See, I don't like Jared Leto either, but I think when he is weird, it works.
It works. Yeah, it works because it does because he always plays some weird dude. And I'm like, really Morbius, weird. He's some is he a professor, a billionaire?
Wait, did you watch Morbius?
Yeah, I paid money.
How did you not know?
I paid money because I just really didn't pay attention.
That's how bad
I think he was a doctor. I think he was. He was sick or whatever. He got bit, blah blah blah, and turned into Morbius. And then he goes, is it Morbin time? Morbin time?
It's Morbin time.
What a line. Infamous right there. It's awful.
I haven't seen the movie and I know about that line.
10 out of 10 would not recommend. I wasted money and time. Like I just couldn't believe how bad it was. Well, have you seen Madam Web?
I have not seen Madam Web. Did you?
I haven't either.
Okay,
no. I wasn't going to waste my time on it.
I wasn't either.
But everybody said it was bad. So I was like, we're not going to. And I'm like, I wonder... And like, let us know if y'all watched it. Let us know. Like, was it a waste of time, or was it decent, or was it so bad that it was funny? Like, there are movies like that.
If you guys have seen it, don't let me know because I don't want to put you guys in the prayer because of how bad this movie is.
Yeah, it might be pretty bad. So God. I don't want to.
Yeah, I was like, I watched the trailer and that pretty much did it for me.
Yeah. So And then, I mean, I guess quick touch. I don't know if you agree with me, but
Yeah.
The first two, is it two Thor movies?
Oh yeah.
Pretty bad. Like pretty bad.
Okay, I don't like the second one. I'd say the second one is definitely like, that's sitting at
Pretty
the
bad.
bottom, bro. Okay, yeah, the second one sitting at the bottom, right next to Morbius.
Yeah.
And, however, the first Thor, Thor, I think is just a little bit above that.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the first Thor sits
right.
because okay, so where I have it on my tier list is right. I have D sitting with like all those films we just talked about,
right.
But then the first Thor is sitting on a solid C. I think it's fine.
You think so? For
I
real?
think it's fine. Yeah.
Really?
I think the first Thor. Okay, I think the first Thor is bad, but I think
it's pretty bad.
I think I can still rewatch it and be
really?
like, and still be like, I like this movie.
No way. See, so like they were like trying to find out what made like Chris Hemsworth, I guess, like Thor. You know what I mean? And obviously for a superhero movie and all that, they were like, let's make it dark, nitty gritty, and let's make him macho and all that stuff. And it just restricted Chris Hemsworth, in my opinion, and it really like didn't show much. There was no personality. There was no character build up at all. So it was just like, whatever. It's just those kind of movies. Plus, it kind of sucked. So
yeah. I mean, as weird as it sounds, even now when you think back to like the first films for these like big actors now, like Chris Evans, even in RDJ, you go back and you watch them, and you're like, if since they were relatively unknown actors. You have zero revere watching them, like you have zero impressions watching them. Like,
really?
Yeah. Like, okay.
What are you talking about?
Like when you see, like, okay. So I went back and I rewatched the first Avengers recently.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And I saw Chris Evans for the first time, or I saw Chris Evans again, and I was like, he's just another white man. Like if I had just went to watch this film. Like fresh eyes, don't know what the MCU is. I was like,
Pilgrim, man.
He's just another. Okay.
Scott Pilgrim, man. What are you talking about?
I was like, he's just another white man, another pretty face.
Yeah, but
white
RDJ
man.
was in a lot of movies beforehand.
Well, yeah, I feel RDJ wasn't. Okay,
RDJ was pretty established, but he was kind of blacklisted a little bit because of his history.
He in general though, he just has like a very commanding presence.
But I love RDJ.
Screen,
I love RDJ. Yeah, he does.
Watching him straight off Iron Man, the first one, it's like, okay,
insane.
This guy's a rock star.
Yeah, no. Like I know we're kind of digressing a little bit, but I just want to be like, no, RDJ he's so good, and it's like it's crazy because like I talk about it with my girlfriend all the time. I'm like, there's no way anybody else can play Iron Man.
No,
like the
single soul.
The epitome of Iron Man is RDJ, no matter what. Like how he carries himself, how he's so he's so like egotistical and he's so like confident about, like everything about RDJ. That's Iron Man. That's who Iron Man is. And I just like, damn. And then that last one, when that first scene when he's just everyone's taking pictures, blah blah blah, and he's like, "What did I say? What did I say?" And he's like, "I'm Iron Man." And like, shit. I was like, I remember when I first watched that.
Ending to the first movie.
Yeah, is wild.
Like the best thing in the world.
I was like, it's wild to me. Okay. There's no way. There's no way you can't put Captain Marvel in it. I hated Captain Marvel.
The first or Captain Marvel?
Yeah, the first one. I hated Captain Marvel. I did not like Captain Marvel at all.
You see, I don't like it either.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But I don't think it's as bad as Morbius. So
okay,
I'm putting it in C. I'm putting it in C.
No. It could be like top of D, but like it can't move into the C tier. There's no way. Like it's just I don't know. I don't know if Brie Larson's the one for the job. I really don't. I don't really.
I feel like she is.
She's alright, but like
I feel. Okay,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the directing too, because they're trying to make it too like. I don't know. I don't know how to put it. Righteous.
Okay. Well, I think whoever wrote that movie and whoever the way that it was paced for when did Captain Marvel come out? Phase 3, right?
Yeah.
Like phase 3. The way it's paced and the way it's written, it feels like a Phase 4 film.
Yeah, it was like that's true.
Because
Phase 4 is rough.
Because it's like it moves fast. The way it like kind of shoves all the powers to her comes so fast, and it's like very unwarranted for us.
Yeah, there was I don't know. It was just all so quick, and I'm pretty sure it was because she had to be in the next film, the next Avengers.
She had to
be
in the next Avengers film.
So,
she had to be really really strong, and we just needed a way to kind of
but then she got backhanded by Thanos, and then she was done. She's like, I got this, and then she got backhanded, and that was it. And I'm like, that's all you got, girl? I'm like, you're supposed to be the next big shot. Like, what happened? And I'm sorry, I don't like Captain Marvel. At least like in this MCU universe, it just
I personally, I think Brie Larson is great for it.
I think Brie Larson is a great actor. I think she's a great actor. I've seen her in several films.
I've seen her in several
She's
films.
pretty good.
She's great. She's
but
great.
like, no.
I personally think she's good for Captain Marvel. I just wish they did her character better.
Yeah,
they didn't do her any
sort
of
right. It could be the directing. It could be the script writers. It's I don't know.
They didn't do her any right. I personally
Captain Marvel was rough.
Which is why I don't like the movie at all.
Okay. I still do not like Doctor Strange, the second movie. What is it called?
Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah, I hate that movie.
Yeah, I agree.
That movie is atrocious. I just like I still harp on this, but like why did they make that music note fight scene so long? it was so awkward. It was so like unnecessary.
So awkward, so unnecessary.
At first I saw the first one, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? And then he bounced it back. I'm like, okay, that's all right. And then I'm like, they're gonna keep going with this. And then they just kept going.
This wasn't a one-off.
And going and go. And I'm like, okay, guys, like
let's be for real.
Like I get it, the vision and whatever. Like, oh my god, let's have a music note and have it actually project into a tangible thing. And I'm like, okay, but like maybe for like 2 or 3 hits, and then after that move on to something else. But they made it a whole fight scene of like maybe a 30-second montage.
The weird part is like, okay, I wouldn't be complaining if it was good, but it wasn't.
So
it wasn't.
Multiverse of Madness for me, it's down there with
it's so bad.
Dark World. It's down there
so
with Dark
bad.
World. I despise that film so much.
What is it? When the girl that he likes grabs the gun or that whatever it was and like go
Rachel
back
McAdams
to where the hell you came from, whatever. And I'm like, what is this, Ghostbusters?
Back to hell.
Yeah, go back to hell. Oh,
the cheesy one-liner.
I was like, there's no way she just did that. There's no way.
I'm not gonna lie, throughout the whole film, it was goofy, but that line broke me. That line broke me. It was towards the end of the film. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I think so many ideas. I think there were so many good ideas. I think they had.
Yeah, right.
Like, of course, you had the Illuminati, which is nice.
Yeah.
It was cool to see. Yeah. Of course, they all get murked. A lot of people got really mad at Reed Richards dying super fast. I really like the idea that he used the dead Strange.
Yeah.
To like,
no, I like that too.
I like that idea as well.
That was a good,
very good idea. And obviously, like them, jumping to worlds was also really, really fun. And trying to find out, like, literally jumping to the worlds to try to find Wanda was really, really fun. And like this really nice goose chase. But I think overall, I think it just failed at like being like anything more, and it made me more angry than it made me happy.
Yeah, okay. They had a good foundation, but their execution was so hot trash.
It was really bad. Yeah,
it was so bad. Like I remember, because people were freaking out. They were saying like, "Oh my god, what is this? A horror film or whatever?" And I'm like,
"Well, that's how it was advertised."
No.
And it was not.
Even after they watched it, they were like, "Oh my god, like it was whoa!" And I'm like, Who are you? Because like the one
who are
the
you
one
that
scene,
this movie is scaring
the
you?
one scene, no, for real, the one scene where is Wanda chasing them and they put the walls up and whatever,
the mirrors, yeah,
and then they just sit there and wait for it, and then it's not like she breaks through it, she just walks around the corner and they're like, oh my god, and I'm like, how are people scared about this? I'm like, there's no horror element at all.
Maybe at the end of the day, it's still like 12-year-olds going to watch these movies. I don't
know.
You
know what? I guess, but
hey, but for real though, it's the 30-year-old neckbeard like Marvel fans that are also watching this film.
Yeah, it's so bad though. It is so bad. I'm sorry.
See, that's the dichotomy. Both of them, I honestly feel though that both of those dichotomy enjoyed this movie though.
To some extent.
And then us in the center are like, bro, wait, this is
terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, I hated the dialogue in this film as well.
It was so cringy. Okay, and then I'm sorry, but the second Ant-Man, hot garbage.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, down there as well.
I'm sorry.
100%.
Oh yeah. The third one. Am I talking about the third one? There's 3 movies.
There's 3 Ant-Man movies.
The third one's bad.
Okay,
sorry.
The third one,
the Wasp is also pretty bad. The third one with Catherine Newton. I'm sorry. Like, Catherine Newton's, she's an actress. Is all I can say.
She is the most actress.
I'm not trying to be mean about it, but she acts the same way in every film that I've seen her in. Every film. And I think she was recently in one of the, I guess, not a heist one of those like mystery ones where they're like, oh, find the killer or whatever.
Yeah, I think I know
I saw
what
her, and
about.
it was like a trailer, and I saw it, and I'm like, same acting. It's the same acting. I'm like, damn.
I know.
I mean, it's fine.
I personally had like an eye roll where it's like, I'm not watching this. I don't.
But I had no faith in her. At the moment.
There are some actors, especially now, at least I feel in like the new MCU, where I'm like, I wish they didn't bring this actor or this actress into the MCU. She's one of them. 100%. She's one of them where it's like, I don't actually enjoy you being here. Yeah, like I don't want you to be in the MCU.
It does make sense because what is it? Yeah, she goes, "No, Dad." And I'm like, there's no emotion to that at all. Like you're not freaking out or anything. It's just no, Dad. No. And then it's what is it? I still get mad about it because every time I think about it, it's when Kang is shooting and people are running away, and he does a little hop, and where his hand is aiming, the thing that dies is like all the way to the left hand side on the opposite side, and I'm like, Marvel, y'all approved of this scene. You guys have billions and billions of dollars, and you guys couldn't make it to where he pointed in the right direction to kill somebody. God. Like in what? I'm like, how does it just evaporate somebody on the other side? I'm like, it doesn't make sense, buddy. It doesn't make sense.
It's so crazy.
And then the lines were corny and cheesy as hell.
Very.
He was like, what is it when Paul Rudd was like kicking everything? He was big, and he was like, "Where's my daughter? Whatever you promised, blah blah." He just kept repeating it, and it wasn't even like it was to me. It was like, damn, this is cringy kind of a thing. It's not like, oh my god, like this wasn't he's like really like distraught about what but it was just very like, I nothing about it was good. I'm sorry. And then what's his name? His buddy, so bad. The design, so bad. Oh my god.
Well, who's buddy?
the floating guy.
Oh,
the
Darren.
Out Darren. Darren.
What okay, see,
he was like his comedic.
No.
He was like
this is what sucks. This is what sucks.
And he was all right.
The whole film, I don't think. Okay, the whole film, nobody has a character growth, but Darren does.
Yeah.
Darren's the only character who has character growth, and I don't. I can care. The thing is, I like Ant-Man. The first Ant-Man film, I'm going to talk about it. The first Ant-Man film, that's a movie that sits in, like, I would say, I might even say A tier. I enjoyed the first Ant-Man a lot. You know,
really?
It's A tier. Yeah, I enjoyed the first Ant-Man a lot.
I find it also average. I put it in C.
No, I enjoyed the first Ant-Man a lot. So watching this film, it was like I don't like Scott. I don't like his daughter. I don't like Hope. I don't like. I don't like
doctor. What's his name? The father.
I don't like Hank. I was like, and the only character I ended up caring about at the end of this movie is fucking Darren, because he has a whole redemption arc. Like, he's the only character I ended up caring.
Oh my god,
about.
yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, but the mom too.
The mom is the worst. Okay. Oh my god, we're gonna go.
They repeated the same line a million times. I can't talk to you about it. I can't. I'm like, it's not even like a suspense thing, and they did it in like a 5-minute span. And I'm like, the writers, what are we doing?
The one thing I hate the most when it comes to like writers is when they make a character who refuses to give information because they're afraid of something, but they have all the information.
Yeah.
And so the characters can solve the problem if the one character just gives them all the information they need.
Yeah.
And so we just watched the film as this character refuses to tell the main characters, like, and she's part of them, so like, tell them like the information they need, and then they just end up finding it out by themselves, and she's just sitting there being like, "Oh yeah, this is what I tried to warn y'all about," and I'm like, "You didn't say anything.
You didn't say anything. All you said was,
didn't say anything.
We can't. No." I was like, it was so. I'm sorry.
It's the worst. It's the worst kind of like storytelling. Because I hate it. I hate it so much.
I'm sorry. There was nothing good. And then they're talking about like about how hungry they were, and I'm like, well, if you really think about it, you guys are still hella tiny.
You guys are actually really
because you guys are in the realm, the quantum realm. Like that's like real tiny. Yeah, so you're not even big.
Yeah,
so
it's the scene where
why would you feel hungry?
Yeah, where they grow big in the small world, and they're like, "Oh, now I'm so hungry because I grew big," and it's like, no, you're really tiny actually.
Yeah, I'm like, that doesn't work. That doesn't. Yeah, I'm like, what?
Oh, that works.
So it's interesting.
It is a rough.
That's all I can say.
It's a rough movie. What else did you put on your list?
On the bottom, let me see. Well, okay. See, so I don't. Was it Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Oh, you didn't like Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Okay, see,
I actually enjoyed it.
I don't know. I think it's good for what it does. I just don't. Yeah. I don't think I enjoy like the political and the like detective almost kind of like vibe to it. Yeah. I just don't like movies like that. It's not my vibe.
I was gonna say it felt very like TV network.
Yeah,
Network. I mean, it is a show.
CW. It looks like it felt like a CW.
I get that. It was very slow, There were just a lot of characters kind of telling each other to, hey, go here, go there, fetch, quest sort of idea.
Yeah, it's almost like gaming, you know what I mean? It's like a gameplay.
I get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't got much to say about it.
Yeah,
honestly.
no, I get that. I personally enjoyed. I think John Walker's Captain America or U.S. Agent was very done. It was done very well in this show. Mm-hmm. People fucking hated him. Yeah. Everybody hated him, and I think the best thing to take away from this show was that specifically. If this show did anything, it made us hate John Walker.
Yeah,
which is why I enjoyed this TV show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, see, so I also put. These last two that I would just mention in the bottom tier. I didn't like any of the Venom movies. You
don't like any of the Venom movies?
Yeah, 1 and 2, no. Like, see, so
I can agree with that.
I don't know. 1, I got bored. I fell asleep to it. 2, I don't know. 2, they just make it a weird. I don't know. They just made it weird. I'm like, I don't know where you guys are trying to go with it, but like
I was gonna say they belong in C with Thor, the first one for me, but I was like, never mind. I think they're both garbage tier.
I don't know because
I enjoy watching them, but I do realize they both are really bad movies.
Yeah, I mean I love Tom Hardy, but
yeah, no, Tom Hardy and Venom are the best thing about the movies, and like them interacting, but like. Outside of that, like the whole plot, the things that drives the actual story of the movie is like really bad. And I really dislike all of it.
Yeah. But so I guess we move into the C tier. So the C tier is gonna have a lot of like movies and TV shows.
Hold on. I'm trying to see what else is in. What else I have that could go into like the D tier. Okay, well.
Oh, sorry. Wait, I got one more, and I have a lot of complaints about it.
Dang.
She-Hulk has to be
okay.
there. I'm sorry. She-Hulk gotta be in there.
It took me a very long time to commit to this. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. See, so
She-Hulk is down there.
Just a one big problem to begin with is when they go training.
Yeah, with Bruce.
How in the world, Marvel, would you put green on green? Why would you put green on green? It looks so ugly.
It looks so ugly. Because you have this CG character sitting next to this perfectly well background. Yeah. But the background's also green.
Yeah. It makes I'm like, it looks so ugly. Like, who produced this? What are we doing here? It just pissed me off. And that was like the beginning of the movie too. And that was before there was Meg the Stallion feature. Was it Meg the Stallion
Meg the Stallion.
Yeah, I'm like, it was before that. It was before she started doing weird stuff.
Wait, okay, hold on.
And I was like, there's no way.
Meg the Stallion. Okay,
and then Daredevil shows up. What in the world is going on?
I actually enjoyed the
Daredevil, but I'm like, this is weird.
My hot take
Daredevil wouldn't do anything like this though.
I actually enjoyed the Daredevil episodes. I actually enjoyed them a lot.
Yeah, but he wouldn't do that.
No, I feel like he wouldn't, but I feel like
he wouldn't.
I feel like his integration into the MCU,
that's fine.
Like it.
No, because I like Daredevil, and I think
I like
Daredevil.
It.
Like I've only seen like a little bit of it, but I like Daredevil, and I'm like, I think it's good to integrate him into the MCU, but
like the MCU
this way.
No, I like it. So Daredevil in the comic books, he kind of gets around. Like my man is a dog. He is kind of intertwined with a lot of people. Yeah. And She-Hulk is one of them in the comics.
Wait, hold up. But he was already integrated with Spider-Man. Why would he have to come back
again?
No,
when I mean integrated, I mean he gets he has a lot of girls.
He gets it.
He's a dog. He's a dog in the comic books. God. So like he gets around, and so there's like a meme right now with like him like. And all the women he's collected at this point. Because him with She-Hulk is just another to his gauntlet at this point. So and I was like, I did enjoy his episodes though, because I felt like he was.
You're like, actually I enjoy She-Hulk. There's no way. I'm sorry.
I'm being real. Yeah,
I literally. Me and my girlfriend watched the first episode and we kind of cried. We died inside because we're like, there's no way they just made She-Hulk. And then Bruce got to come up. Hey, I have a son. This is
dude.
Weird.
Okay, that was crazy.
That's weird, bro.
That actually pissed me off so much.
it's just some ugly kid coming up, and it's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, what? This is. I mean, I get it. It's in the comics and all that stuff and blah blah.
But like, you can't just drop that bombshell and expect us to like.
Oh my god!
My favorite things out of that TV show was the bar or like the island that Bruce has with Tony.
Yeah,
that's like my favorite thing out of that TV show is getting a little bit more character background on them and what they did on their downtime as well. Yeah, I was sheesh.
But that's it though.
That's nice. But that's kind of cute.
And also, hot take. I'm sorry, but like, I don't like how Hulk is going. how they're making him.
Yeah.
I don't like, was it Smart Hulk or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. At all. Like
the only reason I don't like it is because I felt like it was too sudden. I think I would have been happy with this outcome, but I feel like it was too sudden.
No, I get. See, I don't know, because like I get like you want Mark Ruffalo to be actually like, in the films and whatever.
Yeah.
And we're not, and be like you see him in Hulk or whatever. But I'm like but when we think Hulk, and when the fans want to see Hulk, it's not Smart Hulk we want to see. We want to see the Hulk that when freaking, when Scarlet Joe was like, they're looking and he's just like, get away from me.
Yeah.
And you just see him running, and she's like running for her life, and everybody's like terrified of him. Or when he has when they go first recruit him, and all the guns are pointed towards him, he's like, I don't think you want to do that. And I'm like, dude, I want to see that. I'm like, I want to see that Hulk again. I want to see that vibe of Hulk, because like how they jump started him with Mark.
Yeah.
Oh my! It was so brilliantly done.
No, it was
so
brilliant.
It was crazy.
I think yeah. Like the Hulk started off, I'd say the best iteration Hulk ever had.
It was mind blowing.
That's what I'm saying. I like where he is right now as a character. I wish we just got there more gracefully, because we had it in a time skip, and the time skip was just so like. It was too much for me, like at least for him.
Yeah, where he had to be in the Hulkbuster, and then he eventually
for him, it was
found out.
It was just too much.
Yeah, I don't know.
But no, that's where that stands.
But yeah, She-Hulk is definitely at the bottom.
No, I get that.
Absolutely on the bottom. So these are just films that I haven't seen. So I haven't seen. Let's see. I haven't seen Hawkeye. There's a Hawkeye one.
Oh, okay. Oh, I love the Hawkeye TV show, bro.
And then I haven't seen.
That's an A tier for me. That's an A tier TV show.
I haven't seen WandaVision.
WandaVision,
would honestly
also A tier. Also A tier, or okay, it's not rewatchable, but if I had the ability to not remember what happened and go rewatch it, it's an S tier, 100%.
That's crazy.
100%.
Anyways, Iron Fist, Defenders, Jessica Jones, The Punisher.
Jessica Jones, S tier.
And then I Am Groot. I haven't seen those. Those are in my C tier list.
I was like, Jessica Jones definitely a S tier. I think the most enjoyable things about that TV show was like David Tennant, because he's in it and he plays as the Purple Man. Mm-hmm. So good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. So
that's like the best parts of Jessica Jones. But I think that's what makes Jessica Jones like an S tier TV show for me, because it didn't feel like a Marvel TV show. It just felt more like you have a strong girl, you have a guy who has superpower that can make people do whatever they want to do, and it was just very fucking good.
Yeah. So I haven't seen Deadpool either. I haven't seen any of the Deadpool films.
You haven't seen any of the Deadpools?
None.
Really?
Absolutely none.
Deadpool 1 S tier.
I don't know. See, I don't know if I should like or hate Ryan Reynolds. I don't know that yet. It's just weird, because I've seen him in a lot of films and whatnot. He's just that weird, wacky white dude. He's almost like he's like an old man, but he's a kid at the same time. It's so weird. He's like a man child. I don't understand. I have a weird I don't know. Opinion on him. I'm like, I don't know if I should like you or hate you. I don't know.
In a strange way, because I think Ryan Reynolds is obviously, at the end of the day, he's a comedy actor. So
right.
At the end of the day,
he has a weird gag humor.
But he almost in a sense, because his problem is his movies are very action based, right?
Yeah.
But when you really think about it, he's just jacked Will Ferrell. He's like jacked Will Ferrell.
Did you just compare Ryan Reynolds to Will Ferrell?
He's like Will Ferrell, but I'm saying if Ryan Reynolds was not as attractive as he was, he'd be making comedy films like Will Ferrell. That's what he'd be doing, because that's just the that's the kind
if he never became this Ryan Reynolds,
because
if you go back to the other Ryan Reynolds when he was younger, he was kind of rough looking. He was a little
jank.
Yeah, he looked like one of those nerd kids that people didn't really care about in high school. Love you, Ryan Reynolds. I didn't mean to say that. And
I
no hate towards the nerds. No hate towards the nerds.
Yeah.
But
if I was first Deadpool, definitely S tier. Second is below that. I feel like it's probably B. Second's probably B tier. Really? It's kind of bad.
Oh yeah.
It's I like watching it. I think it's funny when it can be funny, but it's also got bad Ryan Reynolds humor where I'm like, this is just
isn't it a third one coming out?
Yeah, third one comes
Hugh
out
Jackman?
with Hugh Jackman.
I'm
totally ready for it.
I love Hugh Jackman.
Have you seen the trailer for it? Though?
I have seen the trailer. It's like
yes, sir.